Hi guys! Sorry for the extended absence. Only two of you watched chapter 59 though, so I think it's Kaylee and maybe Sartaj. So hi Kaylee and Sartaj. We're on chapter 60. Mrs. Drinker, the name of the chapter is Columbus Day Comes. Mrs. Drinker is excited to go away for Columbus Day weekend. They are going to see Matt's dad. He is traveling again for his work, staying somewhere in a nice hotel, fancy room, and a warm swimming pool, so they will join him. She's talking a blue streak. She says there is dog food in the bin, plenty I think, but just in case, a delivery is on the way. I tracked it. They said late afternoon today, so should be here any time now. Matt Drinker is sighing a lot of times over. He leans against the wall, playing a game on his phone, jacket on, stuffed backpack at his feet. He doesn't look up, but a couple of times he has said, "Mom, are you kidding me? Let's go already." Mrs. Drinker keeps her eyes on me. She says, "So, Mason, the new dog food gets stored in the garage until the indoor bin is empty. It's a huge bag, but if you can please get it onto the shelves out there, that's the best place." She says sometimes the rain blows in under the door and it does look like it'll rain, and that can ruin the whole bag, so keep it high and dry. I say it, high and dry. The rhyme will help. I won't forget. Matt stamps a foot. He says, "Let's just go, Mom. We're going to miss the flight." Then Mrs. Drinker keeps thinking of one more thing to tell me, about the mail, about the thermostat, about the lights at night, about Mooney's water bowl, but I already know. Matt groans about all of it, but he keeps tapping his thumbs on his phone. I hear the sounds, pow, pow, pow. I listen to Mrs. Drinker best I can. I am blink-eye tired, if that is even a thing. It's good that I already know how to take care of Mooney. Now Mrs. Drinker wonders if she should write everything down for me. I tell her that won't help me much. Then she remembers. She says, "I'm sorry." She forgot I'm not a reader. Matt rolls his eyes. Pretty sure he mouths "stupid" into the air. Then he goes back to clicking around on his game. I think of that shirt he made me, the stupid one. How Miss Blenny made it into a curious statement. It was early apple season then. Paula Reds and Max. Here we are, now, late season. Mrs. Drinker picks up her bag and her keys. Matt says, "Finally." He starts kicking his backpack toward the door. Mrs. Drinker says, "Pick it up, Matt." Then she turns to me. "Mason, we cannot thank you enough. There is no one we'd rather leave our Mooney with. I think it is going to feel good to be with him." She stops, leans down, and hugs up the dog. She says, "Be a good boy for Mason, Mooney. Good boy." He wags and leans into her. He kisses her goodbye. And then there I am alone at the Drinker's house with the best dog in the world. I am welcome to eat from the Drinker's fridge and pantry. I can play games here. I can be here as much as I want. I have to put Mooney in for the night and make sure I get back in the morning to let him into the yard. It's easy. I would never forget him. I am all in for this dog. Mooney is all in for me too. He is resting beside me, chin on my foot. Here's the thing. Calvin is home and I'm aching to see him. The Chomsky parents said I am invited to visit and I can bring Mooney too. But I have this job. I want to do it right. Then a day of gray skies. Could mean rain, so I decide to wait for that dog food delivery. I take Mooney out, throw a ball for him. I keep watch. Up and down the street for the truck. Tell you what, funny feeling it is, playing in Matt Drinker's yard with nobody else around. Mooney barks when the UPS truck pulls into the drive. I say hello to Gerald, same driver who drops off all Shailene's Shopping Channel merchandise. Mooney puts 2 feet on the step of the truck. He is polite about it. Gerald hands him a biscuit. Then that dog wags while Gerald passes the bag down the steps of the truck to me. It sure is a big bag of dog chow. Gerald says 30 pounds. Sure you can manage it? I can. I put it on my shoulder, steady it with one hand, wave goodbye with my other. I carry the bag right into the Drinker's garage. I see the shelves. There is some space kind of low, some way up. I remember high and dry, so I balance that bag on my shoulder, kick open the drinker's stepladder, and climb up. I raise the bag, push it into place, takes a couple of big shoves. Tell you what, it can be good to be tall. Then I wipe my hands, pull up my pants. All the time Mooney sits below. He's waiting for what we will do next. I come down the stepladder, fold that up. I tell Mooney, come on, let's go. He springs off all 4 feet. We climb the hill, through the orchard to the crumble down. I stop in there. Dog follows me in the door. Shailene pokes her head out of the room that used to be mine. She says, "Nuh-uh, Mason, no dogs, not inside." There you go, Shailene is her old self again. I hear Grandma call out. She says, "The dog is fine." Her words go well with the smell of a roast chicken dinner that is about pressing out the walls of the house. So that would be hyperbole. The smell of the chicken dinner pressing out the sides of the house. I stay just long enough to grab one thing, a tan sandy shoe. Then I back out the door with Mooney. I take him across Swagger Town, fingers under his collar, just gentle, just careful. When it's safe, I let him go. We head up Donegal Path to be with Calvin. So he grabs the tan sandy shoe. The author doesn't tell us that he's going to return the shoe to Calvin, but we can infer that, right? Because we know that those are the kind of shoes that Calvin wears, and we can remember that Mason found that shoe. Okay? Oh, hi, Yu-chan. I know you're good about listening too, so I want to make sure I say hi to you and everybody else. Okay, hope you guys are having a great summer.